Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the benefits and challenges in cloud computing, guys. So basically, anything we might have advantages and disadvantages, right? So those things are common, guys. Okay, yes. So in this lecture, let us go through the benefits and challenges in cloud computing. So the first major benefit of cloud computing is a scalability and elasticity, guys. Firstly, I'll be going through the theory, then I'll be explaining you in terms of my own words. Okay, yes. So cloud is massively scalable and allows organizations to grow their users from a handful to hundreds virtual overnights. It only takes an order for additional subscription and a payment to the cloud service provider. So basically, what is scalability, guys? So we'll be having a separate lecture on this scalability in unit 2, guys. I think the first lecture will be about this scalability concept only. Okay, so let me give you an introduction here anyway. So what is a scalability, guys? So scalability, in simple words you can say, so assume that currently your system is having a 8 GB RAM and it is an i3 processor, assume in that way. Okay, yes. So in this situation, you want to upgrade your system. Okay, so when it comes to cloud computing, you will be moving on to your dashboard. You'll be checking the RAM section and you'll be modifying it. So if you want 16 GB RAM, you'll be entering 16 GB RAM. Similarly, if you want to modify to i5 processor, you'll be writing. So these are kind of things. So whatever you want to change, it is in your hands, guys. You can do it really simply and easily. So this concept is nothing but scalability. So it might be scaling up or scaling down also. So basically, if this system is having overpower for you, there's no need of that much fast system. You can scale down also. So that option will also be there. Right? So that is one of the major benefits. Similarly, elasticity. So elasticity is similar and allows for a sudden change in cloud computing resources to respond to the quick spike demands. Okay, yes. So basically, if you are taking an example of a website, okay, so let us take our college website only, guys. Okay, yes. So basically, whenever the results are out, most of us will end up at a page like server is not loading, server is not responding, like this, right? So what is the major issue here? So basically, our colleges are not having a proper service provider which can perform elasticity. So basically, elasticity is nothing but whenever there is a high spike or many viewers are coming to your website hardware will automatically scaled up as per the requirement. So that concept is called as elasticity. So in few cloud providers, they will be calling it as auto scaling also, guys. Got it? Yes. Okay. So the next benefit is accessibility and reliability. So from the names only you will be saying, right? So all you need to access a cloud service is a current subscription, a good internet. So cloud service provider use redundant IT resources and 24/7 by 365 and 99.99 uptime. Okay, yes. So that's some kind of theory you can say. Okay, so basically, what is accessibility, guys? So if you want to access your data, you can use any device. So it might be your mobile phone, iPad, anything you can use, and you can access your data. So hence, it is giving you a good accessibility. Similarly, reliability. So reliability is nothing but, so assume that you need some data. Okay, so your server is in India. Okay, so basically, let us take a small joke, guys, in terms of joke. Okay, yes. So assume that the servers in India will work in this way. So basically, in the daytime, like around 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. 11 p.m. at the night. So at this time they will be on, like they will be available. You can access any data anytime, right? But at the night shifts, they will be off. So at this time, if you went to US, okay, so at that in US it is quite opposite, right? So if it is here morning, there it will be night. So in that way almost, right? Yes. So that is the reason why when you access it, the server will not respond. So these kind of things should not be there, guys. So basically, reliability states that at any time you want data, the data should be available ready for you. So that concept is reliability. So basically, most of the cloud service providers, they clearly say that their service will be 99.99% of uptime. So the uptime is nothing but the reliability, guys. They will be active for every second. Okay, and the reason why they give this point chance is, so due to overheat, the systems might have some issues. So that is the only reason why they will be giving that point, not 1% chance of downtimes. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea, right? Yes. So let us go through some few more advantages or benefits. Okay, similarly, it is a cost and operational efficient. Okay, so cloud is a cost efficient since one user uses the shared infrastructure of the cloud service provider via pay as per the use. Okay, so basically how much you are using, only that much you will pay, guys. So that is the reason why it is cost efficient as well as it is operational efficient also. Okay, yes. So let us continue. So the next advantage or benefit is a rapid and flexible development, guys. Okay, so cloud service provider offers an ecosystem of ready to use services that can rapidly deploy with simple migrational and confident configuration. Okay, so user can flexibly change things up to his extent. So basically it is almost similar to scaling, you can say. So if you want to do some small changes, you can do it easily. So that is nothing but flexible. It is flexible in any kind of direction. Okay, similarly security and compatibility. Okay, yes. So most of the cloud computing providers, like top notch cloud computing providers, they use some same standards, guys, like in terms of databases what they use and everything. So the main reason why they use is, so whenever you want to migrate from one cloud to another cloud, they want to make the things easy for you, right? Yes. So similarly security, so security according to them, it is a good thing that we will be having a proper security, and the only thing is security might be in a wrong way also, right? Yes. So security will be based on those things. Okay, yes. So cloud service provider takes the security of their system very seriously to retain the customer base. So basically assume that a huge cloud service provider, okay, just took off the data and the security is not good. So at that time what they will do, guys, so that cloud service provider, even after some years, if he comes back with a good product, no one will be going to buy it, right? So that is the reason why always these cloud service providers will have top notch security, guys. Okay, similarly compatibility, so they always keep everything up to date and compatible to run on any device and with internet. So basically if you want to migrate, so those things will also be easy if they are following some standards. Okay, yes. So now let us go through some challenges. So I talked more about benefits, right? Yes. So now let us go through some challenges. So the first and the major challenge will be your internet connection, guys. So if you are opening it from a village, so if you want to access some of your files or anything, you want to log in, so the website will be really slow, guys, because it is having some additional things. It needs a good quality of internet connection to open properly. Similarly, financial commitment. So for most subscription plans, you make a monthly or annual financial commitment. So there doesn't exist any one-time payment service. So basically one main thing is, so it might be about your hosting or anything. So most of these services will be per year or per use or per month base, guys. So basically you cannot pay once and you can use it for your lifetime. So there is no concept of it. So that is the reason why you should always commit for your finance, guys, right? Yes. Okay, so few more challenges will be your data security and protection. So this is some kind of issue, you can say. So basically the whole security concept will be taken care by your service provider only. Hence it is in his hands, guys. So he can do it in a good way or he can do it in a bad way. So that is the reason why you might be a bit scared always. Okay, so your cloud service provider could have a best security certificate, but there is no guarantee that you won't lose your data. Hackers are increasingly targeting cloud storages for their abundance of sensitive data. So basically whatever sensitive data, so assume that your company is having some details about your Aadhaar cards, images, your pics and all those things. So at that time where they are going to store them, guys, so they need some huge storage and they want security. So obviously they will be going to the cloud computing providers, right? So cloud providers. So at that time most of the hackers will also target them only, right? So because if they hack into one system, they can automatically get into the whole server and they can collect the data. So that's a huge thing, right? Yes. So one more major disadvantage is interoperability, guys. Okay, so assume that you created an application. Okay, so in that application you launched some components on one cloud provider and some more on other cloud provider. Okay, so in this situation these two cloud providers should have some understanding, right? So what kind of databases they are using, what kind of file structures they are using, so there should be same. So only then this interoperability concept will work, right? Yes. Some of the existing applications might not be available as a cloud service. So integration between the services from different service providers and applications that run on your organization infrastructure could create some real-time problems. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about these all things, right? So the benefits and challenges. So in the next lecture we'll be discussing about the service models, and in the next lecture we'll be discussing in detail about IaaS, guys. That is nothing but infrastructure as a service. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.